another tarot therapy session with your girl. Welcome back to my channel, Morris Affirmative Tarot. To all my newbies, please go ahead and subscribe if you love the vibe. If you're interested in this particular type of content or anything else that I have to offer, feel free to go to my playlist tab on my channel, and I have a list of different readings that I do offer there that you can watch. But just a couple of disclaimers. Time and energy, of course, is fluid. Time technically does not exist. Anything can come out past, present, or future based, just depending on the timeline that you're currently residing in. And then, of course, energy is fluid, so you have free will. Nothing is set in stone. Nothing is the end all be all. Everything is subject to change based off of your own thoughts and actions, okay? To all my OGs, thank you for returning. I love you so much. We're going to go ahead and jump in, okay? I don't want to waste too much time. As you know, I do already pull the overall energy in the very beginning. That way we can just go ahead and jump in to whatever messages need to be relayed. The energy this week is a little bit heavy. I'm not going to hold you. I don't know what's going on in the collective. Could be all these 5,000 retrogrades we got going on currently. I think, I know Venus has finally went back direct, and Mercury should be back direct now. I can't remember, but I think it's supposed to go direct either sometime this week, y'all, if it's not already direct. I can't keep up with everything that's going on in the atmosphere. But anyway, a lot of these retrogrades have been kicking the collective's ass, okay? Not gonna hold you. Some people are coasting through, other people's are hanging on by a goddamn thread. But just based off of this overall energy, the first card out, we had mental conflict. The second card that's here is obstacles and challenges. The third card here is discontent and boredom. And then the bottom of the deck, we have wisdom that's here. Right up under that, though, we have the third eye chakra. And right up under that, we got the spiritual stream. So I'm going to tell you right now, for a lot of y'all that's watching, more than likely you were going through some type of spiritual awakening. For those who already have been through spiritual awakenings, don't think that one awakening is it, baby. We go through these damn upgrades repeatedly. It's a never-ending process. So for some of you, this could be your first go-round, your first hoorah. For others of you, this is just another, roller coaster ride on plenty rides you've already had before, right? But there's a lot of mental conflict here, a lot of confusion here, a lot of maybe overanalyzing and stressing here, which is crazy because I literally just did a mini read that I'm going to post today that had to do with this same type of energy. It's just a lot of mental chaos and mental confusion going on in the collective right now. And because of that, it's either causing a lot of obstacles and challenges for you, or you're having all of the mental conflict because of the challenges and obstacles that you're currently dealing with. 5 at the top of this card, 5 at the top of wisdom, 5 is at the top of the clock right now on the timestamp. We already know what that represents, y'all. We talk about 5s all the time. Changes, transformations, transitions, things of that nature, right? So y'all are enduring a lot of changes right now, or you have been over the past couple of weeks. I think the last tarot therapy video I did was like 3 weeks ago. So it's been a minute since I tapped into y'all's energy in this type of vibration. So a lot of y'all have been dealing with shit. It's clear. Some of y'all may have been disassociating because of it. Some of y'all you don't want to deal with what the fuck is going on. You've been checking the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? You don't even want to deal with it. You don't want to worry about it. You kind of over it. You just checked out, like, whatever. Others of you, this discontent and boredom is like, you feel stuck. You know what I'm saying? In a sense, like you feel stuck because of all these obstacles and challenges that you've been enduring. You just feel stuck. You feel stuck. You feel bored with your current life. You feel bored. And you know what I'm also hearing for some of you, this particular awakening, you're starting to look at things differently. Like, you don't even like the same things anymore. You don't even like the same people anymore. You just kind of bored with the way that you've been living life as a whole, and you're ready for something new. 7 is now at the top of the clock, which represents, 7 is a very spiritual number. So it's like y'all are transitioning from what you were once used to and moving to something new, or wanting to move to something new. You're wanting some type of changes. You're wanting something different. That's what's here. You're just wanting something different. So you pick and choose your storyline. This is what's coming out. But we got wisdom here, like I said, bottom of the deck, which represents, you know, lessons. A lot of these were lessons that you were learning, and you're supposed to take these things and use them for your highest good. Don't get lost in the sauce when it comes to these challenges and everything that you're enduring at this time. These are some type of lessons that's supposed to help you move forward, okay? So let's go ahead and talk about what's here. Mental conflict, obstacles and challenges, discontent, and boredom. First card out, we have the Ace of Cups that's here. So it's like emotions are overflowing for a lot of you. Why? Because you're still holding on to a lot of different things. Right up under that, you got the Five of Cups. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Ooh, shot. Okay. So it's like, it's overflowing emotions because it's a lot of mental chaos here. So whatever it is that you're dealing with in a mental sense, right? It's starting to seep into the emotions. Very interesting. Y'all know I love a kombucha. Now hold on. Oh, it's so good. Okay. Okay, so a lot of emotions overflowing. You're holding on to things, or you're holding on to people, right? That, of course, would no longer serve you. We already know that. Or you're holding on to the idea of things. I feel like a lot of you had to let some people go. You had to let some people go. You had to let some things go. Over the course of, you know, the last couple of weeks or whatever. I feel like a lot of you had to walk away from a lot of different things. Things that you wanted to hold on to. And even if you moved away physically, it's like you're still holding on mentally and emotionally, right? For some of y'all, it's like you're holding on to things because you're afraid of being without. You're afraid of that lack. 9 is at the top of the clock right now. 9 represents endings, transformation. So something coming to an end, or something needing to come to an end. And it's like you're trying to hold on to it because you're afraid of being alone. You're afraid of not having. You're afraid of the lack. You're just afraid. There's some type of scariness that's here. You know what I'm saying? And then not only are you trying to hold on, are you wanting to hold on to like the idea of things, or to the actual like physical thing, you're also focusing on everything that has transpired. So it's like, this is just an overflow of emotions. This is an overflow. This is chaos, honestly. Clearly. Mental conflict in the Tower here. Lots and lots of spiritual awakenings, because like how I like to tell my clients, when a Tower card comes out, this is usually spirit stepping in and like shaking shit up, shaking the table, flipping the table over, because it's time for some changes. And either those changes are occurring because you didn't want to let go. You didn't want to let go of something, or you were struggling trying to hold on to something. So spirit had to step in and like remove it from you. Or it's just spirit stepping in because it's actually time for a change. It's time for an upgrade. You can no longer focus on the things that you don't have, or the things that you had to walk away from, the things that, you know, spilt over. 11:11 at the top of the clock. You can't do that anymore. This is interesting. This is interesting. Can you tell me more about this mental conflict energy, please? Thank you. Yeah, see, it's a lot. Not the Hangman. Come on. Not the Hangman. It's the Moon is here in the Hangman. Once again, emotions and chaotic energy. Chaotic energy. Mental confusion, mental conflict. That's exactly what the Hangman represents. Not knowing what to do, not knowing how to move, not knowing what you should move on. Why should you move? It's just confusion. Confusion. Mental conflict. Mental conflict in regards to what? These deep ass emotions, these deep ass feelings that you're feeling, these deep ass feelings that's overflowing. Ace of Cups energy. There's a lot of mental conflict behind this. Behind whatever this is. Y'all been going through it. And this may not be everybody. Everybody may not have been going through it, but a good bit of y'all have been going through it. A good bit of y'all have been transitioning. Y'all have been, you know, just going through the motions, trying to figure shit out, trying to balance shit out, trying to make shit happen. You know? That's what's here. Okay. Can you tell me more about this obstacles and challenges energy, please? Obstacles and challenges. Oh boy. This card has been the theme of just about every personal reading that I have done in the past 2 to 3 weeks. This Six of Cups energy. This nostalgic ass energy. This memories of the past energy. This is what's coming out. Tell me, why is the Six of Cups here? Three of Wands. Okay. So, for many of you, the reason why you're feeling like things are so challenging, or you feel like you're getting hit with obstacle upon obstacle upon obstacle. For a lot of you, these cycles are coming from things that took place in your past. You know what I'm saying? This could be, because see, this is a child, right? This is a child right here. So this could be you and a mother figure. If it's not a mother figure, just a parental figure. It could be female, could be male. You make it make sense to you. Doesn't have to be a parent, but just somebody, just an adult or whatever. For a lot of you, this is stemming from childhood. This is stemming from childhood. So your mindset upon like not wanting to be alone, or your mindset upon not having, or your mindset upon the energy of lack, or your mindset upon, you know, not being able to do whatever it is that you want to do, it stems from childhood. It stems from some type of trauma that may have occurred. Maybe somebody stopped you from doing things you wanted to do. Maybe somebody spoke ill over you and kind of like fucked with your self-esteem in different areas of your life. You know what I mean? Maybe someone didn't believe in you. They didn't give you the validation that you were looking for. You know, it could be anything. And the reason why I'm saying that is because the Six of Wands, we got Six of Cups here, and we got the Three of Wands that's on the opposite side. And the Three of Wands has to do with like future. So you got the past on one end, you got the future on the other side. Your past affects your future, right? And what I mean by that, because your past shouldn't necessarily affect your future, but what I mean by that is however you decide to move due to your past is what affects your future, right? So if you take the lessons, you know, or if you take whatever happened to you in your past and you grow from it, you learn from it, you heal from it, you acknowledge it, you know, you pull it up by the root, whatever that trauma is, you pull it up by the root and you transmute that energy into something that's actually going to be conducive to your everyday life. You have now shaped a future for yourself, for the better, for your higher self, right? If you choose to wallow in your past, you know, if you choose to use your past as a crutch in every situation, well, you know, I'm like this because I didn't have this, or, you know, my daddy wasn't around, or my mama was abusive, or my granny used to beat me with a shoe, you know, like my you know, I was in child care and nobody really protected me. Nobody looked out for me. Whatever your storyline is, that doesn't mean that those feelings behind whatever happened to you aren't valid. That doesn't mean that, you know, whatever it is that took place and your emotions behind it isn't warranted. No, all of what you feel is your reality. You know what I'm saying? It's what happened. You have every right to feel how you feel, but how you move based on those emotions depicts your future. So if you're one of those people that like to stay in victim mode all the time, that's the future that you create for yourself. Hence the obstacles and challenges. right? So if you're not necessarily forgiving, or if you're not necessarily moving on, and keep in mind, when I say forgiving, that doesn't mean that you have to deal with the person. That doesn't mean that you have to accept what was. No. Forgiving means you allow yourself to move on. Maybe you're forgiving yourself for not speaking up. Maybe you're forgiving yourself for not setting boundaries. Maybe you're forgiving yourself for not walking away when you should have walked away. You know what I mean? Forgiving doesn't necessarily mean forgiving the person that did the thing. Forgiving sometimes means forgiving yourself for allowing the person or the situation to occur. You know what I mean? Or forgiving yourself for carrying the burden of said situation for so many years, or for so long. You understand? So how you choose to move is what creates your future. And I feel like a lot of you are still haunted by different things that took place in your past, which is what's causing the mental conflict, which is what's causing the stagnation, or which is what's causing the energy of being bored. Like, I'm tired of doing the same shit. I'm tired of my life going the same way. I'm tired of these same dumbass fucking cycles or dumbass fucking patterns happening. Like, why do I keep allowing this? Or why does this keep happening? Or why do these people keep doing X, Y, and Z? Why every time I attach myself, the same things happen? You know what I'm saying? It's like a lot of y'all are kind of just bored and over the way that life is going, or the way that things keep occurring, and you're ready for a change. You're ready for a change. But in order for that change to occur, you have to pluck it from the root. What caused you to be this way? How did you get this way? Where did it start? So you can start healing that part of you, right? So that way, whenever you start to see it in your everyday life, you can start to respond and react to it differently. And doing that shows the universe that, okay, cool, you're getting it now. This wisdom, you're learning it now. So now we can start to switch shit up. We don't got to keep teaching you the same lessons. Now we can give you what it is that you're actually looking for, what it is that you're actually wanting at this time. You know what I'm saying? Can you tell me more about this? Is that the World card? And is a cycle closing out. It's time for this cycle to end. Y'all, I'm sorry. It's like the sun is just, the lighting is up and down, okay? Because hurricane season. Yeah, it's a cycle that completely closed out. Something coming to an end, a pattern, everything that I just said. You want something to end, you want a pattern to be over, you want a cycle to be over, but that's what it is. It's trying to close out. It's trying to end, and it feels like an obstacle because this is something that you have been going through or dealing with forever. You know what I'm saying? Forever, for however old you are, however long you've been doing this life shit. This is a pattern or a lesson that has repeatedly shown itself, and you want out. You want it to be done. You want it to be done. And some of you probably didn't even realize that this was a cycle until now, listening to this. Like, you know what? Damn. This is a cycle that keeps repeating. You know what I mean? Some of y'all are probably just sitting in this mental chaos, like, why the fuck this shit keep happening? Like, what the fuck is really going on in life? Like, what is going on in the world today? Not realizing and not putting shit together, not putting your little puzzle pieces together, right? It's time to pluck it from the root. And for a lot of y'all, that is going to be challenging. But that's what you got to do in order to get to the future that you're wanting, in order to end the cycles that you're kind of over fucking dealing with. That's what you have to do. Okay, let's go ahead and talk about this discontent and boring energy here. All right. I'm sorry, y'all. King of Swords. King of Swords energy. I feel like that's super ironic for that particular card. The King of Swords isn't confused. The King of Swords isn't necessarily bored, and if he is, he knows how to get out of it. The King of Swords is very logical, very strategic. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't sit in his emotions. He doesn't sit in his emotions. Not for long, at least. He knows how to analyze those emotions so he can move forward in whatever way is conducive for him. You understand? So if you're in this discontent and boredom energy, how do we change that? Right? King of Swords may be air energy, but he's about action. He's about making a plan. What can I do? How can I do it? What steps do I need to take to move forward? So I am no longer in discontentment. So I am no longer bored with my everyday life or bored with how things are going in my life. What do I do? How do I do it? That's what he's about. Coming out of this, once again, this hangman energy. How do I see myself out of this mental chaos? Because clearly, like I said, swords is air energy, so mental shit, once again. Communication. Okay, so because I'm a mental person, because, you know, I'm a person that is an overthinker and overanalyzer, because I allow my thoughts to kind of just take over, what can I do to kind of balance that out, right? Do I talk about it? Do I write it down? Do I make a graph? You know what I'm saying? Do I do like a to-do list? Like, what do I need to do to get the thoughts out of here and onto paper, or out of here and just out in the open so that I can see it and move accordingly? You know what I mean? The song I keep hearing in my head, what is it? My Mind Playing Tricks on Me? How that song go? It's an old school song. I can't remember how it go. Y'all got to know what I'm talking about. My Mind Playing Tricks on Me. That's what I'm hearing. It's like, it's just so much mental chaos. Like, a lot of you are starting to even believe the shit that you're thinking. You know what I'm saying? But that is the reality that you're in. If this is how your life has been, why wouldn't you believe it? Why wouldn't you just accept what is? Why wouldn't you just sit in the discontentment, in the boredom, because that's just what you're used to, right? Why wouldn't you do that, right? But your mind playing tricks on you. Your mind is playing tricks on you. That's not what it's supposed to be, or how it's supposed to be. You feel me? Can you tell me more about this, please? Why is the King of Swords out here? Thank you. The Star energy. More air energy, Aquarius energy. The Star is introspection. So you're going from overanalyzing, overthinking, being overwhelmed, being anxious, just being confused, all the mental chaos. You're going from that. You're stepping in this King of Swords energy, and now you're being more strategic about it, right? You're thinking more logically versus with emotion. Because remember what I said, what you're in before is very, very much emotional. Like, it's mental chaos, but from an emotional sense, right? So you're stepping aside from the emotions, and you're solely on the thoughts. You're getting the thoughts out. You're sorting through the thoughts. You're sorting through whatever it is that's going on in the brain. Okay? And then once you're doing that, you're going into deep introspection. Okay, so why do I feel this way? What's making me feel this way? What can I do to change me feeling this way? What type of people put me in this particular energy? Because if it's an energy I don't like, then maybe I shouldn't be around that. What type of situations brings down my frequency? Because if it's bringing down my frequency and it's making me be in this energy here, then maybe I should remove myself from that, right? What actually makes me feel good? Who makes me feel good? What type of creative shit, or what type of, energy that I put myself around makes me feel good? Maybe I should do more of those things. You know what I mean? It's like deep introspection when it comes to all of the thoughts that you're having. All of the things that you're having. Tell me more about this, please. Yeah, see? Coming out of this victim ass energy. I know I said this earlier. This victim energy. You're no longer wanting to play a part in the woe is me. You're starting to see how you may have played a part in some of the things that some of the different situations that you gotten yourself into, right? You acknowledging and taking accountability for why you are the way that you are and how you're in the space that you're currently in. So now what do we do about it? Now that we know we've been playing victim all this time, now that we know we've been playing that violin all this time, now what? What do we do now? How do we move forward? We're going into introspection. We're realizing that we are not a victim anymore. What are we doing next? We're pushing the fuck through. We're pushing through this chaos, this energy, this mental conflict. We're pushing through this shit. We're persevering, right? Because it's time to end the cycle. Bottom of the deck. It's time to end this cycle. This is what's coming out. Tell me more about this wisdom card. Bottom of the deck. Bottom of the deck. Wisdom energy. That's too many. Can you simplify, please? That's too many. Can you simplify, please? Thank you. The Hierophant. The Hierophant is a leader, right? This is a leader. Very smart, very intelligent, committed to his cause, committed to what it is that he's doing, committed to whatever it is that he gives his energy to, right? And this is basically what you need to be doing. Everything that we just discussed is a lesson of some kind, some sort, some type of lesson that you're supposed to be learning, some type of lesson that you're supposed to be, acknowledging and growing from so you can evolve, right? You being committed to learning whatever it is that you need to learn. You being committed to applying these lessons to your everyday life so you can move forward and you're no longer sitting in this energy. This is literally the same reading that I just did. This is the same reading that I just did. I'll be posting this on Tuesday for Tarot Tuesday, but the mini message that I just did, I'm posting today on my channel. And this is literally the same energy, just a more in-depth reading. You coming out of this energy here and realizing that you are the magician. You create your reality. You create what you want life to be. And by doing that, you have to get to the root of what's causing you to be in this energy so you can balance it back out. Learning these lessons and moving forward is what's here. Your mind is not playing tricks on you. Your mind is playing tricks on you. Your mind is playing tricks on you. But you have control of the mind. Just how you have control of creating your reality. Life is literally what you make it. So this is what I have for y'all, okay? I hope this gave you the clarity that you were needing. Hope it resonated with you in some way, shape, or form. I hope it helps you. For those that have been struggling, I hope it does help you or give you some type of guidance on what it is that you should be doing next or how you should be moving or whatever the case may be. But I don't feel like this is the end all be all. I don't feel like, you're going to be stuck here. I don't feel like this is the end game for many of you. I do see you coming out of this. I do see you being better than this. I do see you healing from this. Right? Because in this wisdom card, you got the sun in the background. The sun is nothing but prosperity and success and abundance and blessings, right? You even got your little doggy walking with you. You got the happiness over here with your family, and if that's not family, that's just your tribe. Everyone's watching you. They're proud. They're learning from you. They're learning from your mistakes. They're learning from your growth, right? This is what's here. you healing yourself and you learning whatever it is you need to be learning is going to help somebody else heal and evolve as well. Okay, that's all I got, y'all. That's all I got. I thank y'all for tuning in, and I will catch y'all in the next video. As always, thank you so much for trusting me with your energy, okay? Y'all enjoy the rest of your week. Love you. Bye.